Hello YouTube, it's Metro Hero here, and I'm just going to do a somewhat quick review on what's on my iPad. So as you see, this is my lock screen. I think this is like the coolest lock screen ever, because Superman's awesome, and this is even the coolest back home screen, like the wallpaper of all time, because it's the Apple logo Superman. It's sweet. I've had this, I always change my wallpaper, but I've had this one for a long time. Probably a month or two. Anyways, I just updated to the iOS 6, so I have a few new things. I'll show you. I have the new maps. I was just looking at my nearest Dairy Queen. New York, New York, United States. So, this is sweet. This is New York right here. As you can see, you can zoom right in there. And I will go to the building view. You can see how cool in 3D that is. And it really is cool. I will tell you what. I'm just going to give it a little bit of time to boot up and load here. Or not. Internet's slow today. Okay. Internet is very slow today. Okay, and this is what I believe to be Central Park right here. Again, I'm not a New Yorker, I don't know, but it's 3D building view is cool, I tell you what. So you get close in on these ones, these aren't as important, but this is very cool. It's got turn-by-turn directions. You can see it's very smooth and fluent once it's all up and working. The new maps on iOS 6 is fun. Okay, so that's the update on iOS 6. On the iPad at least. I didn't get the passbook on here. I'm not sure why that is. Anyways, these are all the other normal apps. I have Newsstand, I downloaded that. FaceTime. This is pretty much what you have on your iPad no matter what. And then my next page, I have a productivity page. This has iPhoto, which if you get GarageBand and iMovie and stuff like that, get iPhoto. It's very cool. If you like Photoshop or anything like that, it's kind of cool. To edit your photos that you take on your iPad is very fun. Okay, GarageBand, it's fun. If you like just making music, I don't use it too much. It's not my thing, but it's a fun app. iMovie is amazing. I'm having a little bit of trouble with it since I updated. I can't get my photos and videos on it, so if anybody knows how to do that, please let me know. ZenBrush is a very cool drawing app, and it doesn't do colors, but it looks like a paintbrush, which I would get into it, but I'm not going to. My Doodlecast Pro, that is the app where you start recording, and then you can write whatever you want on here, and then you can play your recording back, and you can talk while you're doing it, but you write stuff down, and you can talk, and it records it on the screen. It's very, very helpful. iBooth is just kind of like a photo booth, as is Incredibooth. Google Earth is kind of pointless now that I have the updated maps, which is really cool. The Office is my next media folder. I have iTunes U, which is if you want to take any kind of class online. I tried to take an app development class, but I was not good at it. Keynote, Pages, Numbers, Notability is a very good note-taking app for in college. iBooks, good to have books. I have one book. I'm not sure really what it is. Media, I have Pandora Music up here, which internet radio is having a little bit of trouble right now, but they'll be okay. iHeartRadio, my two online listening sources. Netflix is amazing on the iPad. If you have Netflix and you have an iPad, it's a no-brainer, get it. Skype is fun, but if anybody has FaceTime, I use FaceTime anyways. Twitter, Pinterest, SoundHound, Google+. Never use Google+, but I have it. Talking Tomcat, Talking Ben, my friends have a blast with those games. You talk to them, they talk back, and they're mocking tones. So if you don't have one of those games, I would suggest getting one. They're very fun. Pinit, which is like Pinterest again, and Pimp Your Screen, which is backgrounds and stuff. My adventure games, I have Spy vs. Spy, which is kind of dumb. I had Lego Harry Potter 1 and 2, but they take up so much memory that I had to delete them. Anyways, they're okay games. Wipeout is kind of fun, but I wouldn't get it, to be completely honest. Jetpack Joyride is one of my favorite games. It's very simple. You just hold the screen to make the guy go up and down. It's easy, it's fun, it's like $1. I would suggest Jetpack Joyride. It's one of my favorite. Temple Run, everybody knows Temple Run. Bike Baron, Edge X, which which is like you flip a little cube going along the thing. It's okay. Tetris and Gravity Guys, you tap the screen, he goes up on the gravity's up, and then you tap it and the gravity's down. You have to like maneuver through like the up and down a little. It's a pretty fun game, I guess. My board games: Scrabble, probably the best to play with family. Risk takes a while, fun to play with friends. Uno, kind of fun to play. Jenga, it's just cool because you can use the 6-axis and actually like look around the table at the thing. It's very cool. Game of Life, self-explanatory. Battleship, self-explanatory. Monopoly HD is a very fun game. Board games are very fun. And these are my casual games. Up here I have Cut the Rope, and I have Angry Birds. Bloons Tower Defense 4 is my ultimately favorite iPad game of all time, by far the best. It's just fun to beat levels on the hard and get gold stars, and it's very fun. Fruit Ninja is very fun to play with people, because you can have 2-player, or you can take turns 1-player, and getting high scores and new blades, and it's very... Fruit Ninja is one of the better games. Line Rider is exactly as it is on the computer, except you get to draw it out, which is kind of cool, but I don't play it very much, to be honest. Traffic Rush I used to play a lot, not anymore. Angry Birds, self-explanatory. Paper Toss, everybody knows that. Kingdom Rush I was very disappointed in, don't buy it. I like tower defense games. Kingdom Rush is a fail of a game, I believe. Some people might like it, I don't. These are my puzzle games. Jellycar 3, simple, explanatory. You want a game for your kids or something, get Jellycar 3, it's very easy. Enigmo 2 is a water puzzle game. It's kind of like the water drops, you need to bounce it to different directions to get it in the correct basket. It's kind of, it's okay. It's a hard game. I get caught in it so much that I just get frustrated and quit. Brain Shake 2 is exactly like Bop It. It came out before Bop It, that's why I bought it. Labyrinth 2, oops, I didn't mean to go into that. Labyrinth 2 is one of my favorite too, because you can create your own levels on it, on the computer, and then you just download them on here, and you can share them with the world, and they can rate them and stuff. This game is too expensive, way too expensive. It's like $8, but I fell in love with it, so if you have the money, you don't mind spending it. Labyrinth 2 is amazing. Osmosis HD, it's supposed to be a fun puzzle game. I don't understand it. I played it once and quit. I don't like it. My sports games: Ice Rage is amazing. You're like 2 little hockey players battling against each other with a joystick and shooting puck, and you can play 2-player. Ice Rage is a must-buy, one of my favorites. Super Stickman Golf, pretty easy. Backbreaker, don't play it very much. Touch Grind is a very cool, just to show off to your friends, but it's nothing you're going to get into. This is my legit arcade folder, and I have Frogger and Pinball, which are 2 legitimate arcade games. I have Stuff, which is like my fantasy football stuff. Flick. I have this specific app category called Flick because I have Flick Quarterback, NFL Kicker, which is Flicking Extreme HD, Flick Golf, and Flick Home Run. All Flick games. They're very fun. My favorite is the Flick Quarterback. If you've never played that, you just flip the ball to pass to your wide receivers, and you can put spin on it and everything. Very fun game. I would suggest that. Kicker is okay, but I think Quarterback is better, in my opinion. And then I have FIFA 11 down here, but FIFA 13 just came out for consoles, so I was kind of excited for it, so I deleted a lot of my apps to get this FIFA 11 HD app. And that's all I have for my apps, and I believe I'm going to make a video on my top and my favorite, and I'll be putting that up very shortly. So thank you for watching, and if you like this, please subscribe.